Sonic and Tails are walking through the woods at night. Suddenly, a bright flash lights up the sky, and a meteorite crashes nearby. Sonic and Tails run towards the smoking crater through the dark forest. Sonic and Tails approach the crater. Cracks are visible inside the meteorite, from which a black mass oozes. The black mass begins to pull tentacles out of the meteorite. Tails and Sonic are watching the movement. The symbiote's tentacles envelop Sonic, and his body begins to transform into a dark suit. Tails also falls under the influence of the symbiote, and it changes. Tails, under the influence of the symbiote, attacks Sonic, but he evades. Sonic struggles with the symbiote inside himself, and pleasant memories of his life come back to him. Eggman, in a symbiotic costume, appears from the shadows of the forest and goes to meet them. Sonic suppresses the symbiote and gains full control of the force, glowing with blue patterns. Sonic helps Tails and Knuckles pull themselves together and prepare for the battle with Eggman. Eggman and the heroes engage in an epic battle. The forest turns into a battlefield. The black mass disappears into the shadows, and an unknown villain picks it up, going into the darkness. Eggman, in a robot, experiments in the laboratory, gathers and creates a symbiotic army. Sonic meets Amy on a rocky cliff. Amy looks at Sonic in disbelief, keeping her arms crossed. Knuckles has also arranged a meeting with Shadow, who is staring at the horizon with a tense expression. Sonic tries to convince Shadow to join. Shadow listens carefully and considers the situation. During this time, Tails tells Amy about the coming threat. There is a general training session for all the heroes. Sonic rushes through a rocky canyon, leaving a trail of blue energy behind him. Tails is training to fly through the canyon on his sharp, symbiotic wings. Knuckles breaks boulders with red-hot blows. Shadow is watching it. Intense anti-drone scene. Sonic runs through the drone at his speed, destroying it. Tails destroys the drone with his sharp wings. Knuckles prepares to deliver a charged blow to the drone. Black symbiotic tentacles merge with Shadow. He lights up red and receives the power of the symbiote. Sonic and Tails inspect the destroyed and abandoned village after the battle and search for survivors. Tails listens to a terrified villager who tells him where Eggman's fortress is located. Sonic has found Eggman's tentacle-covered fortress and is standing on a mountain ledge inspecting it. Tails passes through a dark corridor and Eggman's robots come to meet him. Eggman, dressed as a symbiotic robot, shoots at Sonic and his allies, releasing powerful energy discharges. Sonic attacks by flying through them, and Shadow releases red energy flashes and runs to attack. As a result of the fight, Sonic and Shadow defeat the robot, and it disintegrates into fragments. The fortress is crumbling before our eyes. Sonic and Knuckles shake hands as a sign of support and respect. It's all over. Sonic and Knuckles stand with their backs to the sunset, a symbol of new hope.